Welcome, beautiful soul. It's time to remember who we are. You were born for this moment, this breath. Nature teaches us and reminds us that whatever it is that we are searching for, that whatever our hearts and souls are longing for, we must know our unlimited power and worth. It's all already within us. So thank you for saying yes to this moment. Thank you for saying yes to this journey. And most of all, thank you for saying yes to yourself. Welcome, beautiful soul. Welcome, beautiful soul. I'm so excited to have you here with us today. We're going to be talking about hope today. I hope that you have hope because it's so powerful and so urgently welcomed during a time such as now. I'm going to share my hopes with you all today. And I believe that as we together begin to grow our hope, then we all benefit. So before we begin, I like to start with breath. So if you're able to close your eyes and you can join me now. And this is our time to really give ourselves this gift of settling in and reconnecting with who we are. So join me as you breathe and ride the wave of your inhalation and your exhalation. Every breath invites us to more ease, more relaxation, invites us to be nourished and filled with all that fortifies us to welcome this moment and the truth that is unfolding for us and with us right now. So keep breathing. And this is your time to let go of all the excess static, all the old noise. Let go of any stale energy that tries to weigh us down. We simply exhale and let it go. And let your breath reveal the song of your soul. Every breath is a song. There's a melody, there's a harmony. And so notice the rhythm and the song of your breath today, right now in this moment. Let it lead you right back to your center and to your truth. How many of you know sometimes it's easy to be taken out of our flow? And this is our opportunity to intentionally come back and reconnect with it. Your flow, not the flow of anyone else's, your flow. Keep breathing. We get to come back to harmony with ourselves as spiritual beings, having an experience in a physical reality, and knowing that it is our inner heart and inner soul and inner spirit that's guiding us along a rhythm. And as we listen to it, we are able to come home to the vibration of love and kindness and compassion and grace, ease and flow. That is truly who we are. So let your own breath be the gift and the power for you right now. To lead you right back to presence. Keep breathing. And notice if your thoughts are trying to take you out of this moment. Instead of judging your thoughts, simply notice it and reconnect with your inhale and exhale. Feel it moving through your nose, moving through your body. And notice whatever wants to be released right now that you have accumulated knowingly and maybe even unknowingly. This is your beautiful time to simply let it go. Maybe you've been carrying the concerns for family, the worry about resources. Maybe you're thinking about an old conversation. Whatever it is, you're allowed to notice it so that you can come right back to presence and ease, because that is who you really are. Notice the distraction and decide to come back to the breath. As you deepen into it and settle into it, and let that breath begin to expand and move through every facet of your being, filling you. With nutrients physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. In the yoga tradition, many of you may have heard about the energy centers or chakras that we have, and let your breath be an invitation. Whether you know the names of those chakras or not is not important. Just welcome in harmony within yourself, that all of your energy centers would be beautifully opened and activated, calibrated, and in harmony. Imagine a beautiful ray of light from the top of your head, extending even beyond your head, above you. That beautiful energy of light moving all the way through you. Flowing beautifully, uninterrupted. Freely connecting you. To the energy of this planet, of this solar system, of this galaxy, of this universe, multiverse. Keep breathing. As much as you are connecting with your physical being, we're also remembering that as spirit, we are not limited to this physical being. We are able to rise with our eyes closed and move beyond space and time. And so notice, where is your spirit carrying you right now? Are you riding above an ocean, in space, above the trees, along the grass? Notice where your spirit wants to carry you as you're breathing right now. And know that every breath is bringing more expansion. Keep breathing. And wherever you may be moving, traveling, noticing, take in how it feels within you. Do you feel free, calm, energized? Simply notice. And with each breath, remind yourself that you are beautiful, exquisite soul, and lovely divine presence and power is flowing through you and with you and even as you. Wherever you may have traveled, begin to make your way back to whatever chair you may be sitting in, or wherever you may be standing or walking. Keep your eyes closed, but begin to bring yourself back And begin to put your attention on that heart space. If you'd like to put your hands on your heart space, that center, go ahead and do so. And know that this is your reservoir of the guidance, the assurance, the truth. This is where your divine flow continues to be with you. Beautiful essence, gorgeous divine spirit is right here within you. Sometimes subtle, barely noticeable, and sometimes stronger. Always ready to provide us with whatever it is that is for us. So begin to ask that beautiful, deep, lovely, divine essence within you, that presence of spirit, Holy Spirit for some of you. Some of you may call it the Christos energy, the divine presence. Begin to ask, what do you want us to know in this moment? What does it want you to know right now? What's the message that is for you right now? Listen and notice. And with your heart as the focus, I want you to breathe in deeply in this beautiful inner heart space right now. Breathe in deeply and exhale deeply so that you feel, if you're holding your hands on your heart, you feel them begin to rise with the inhale and move even with the exhale. And now join me for one deep inhale together as we breathe in deeply together now. And then hold that breath in. And gently, slowly let it go. And when you're ready, you can come on back and open your eyes. I love to say it because it's so true over and over, how delicious that breath is. It's also the gift and the power that we each have to bring us right back to our center, to bring us right back to what is truth. There is so much disguised as truth right now, so much fiction, so much illusion, distraction, noise, static, chaos even. And the calm, you always have access to it within you by simply breathing. Today we're going to talk about hope and I'm going to share with you my deepest hope for the world. I've shared before on this podcast that hope is sometimes so easily overlooked and even mischaracterized, misjudged as being weak and without any true oomph. And I admit that when I look at my journey, there was a time when I thought the same, like, hope, that seems pretty, pretty thin, pretty, without substance. It seemed like I don't need to spend a whole lot of energy cultivating hope, because I was used to focusing on what felt big and powerful and strong and what was going to create massive transformation and change. And if you've been on your spiritual journey for a while, you know that spiritually, what looks to be strength in the natural is usually the opposite for us spiritually. That means big ego, giant, affirmations on the outside, big promotions and titles and all of those things can sometimes be the distraction. Not saying you can't have these things. I'm simply saying when we focus only on that, we miss out on the very beautiful, eternal components that are always available for us, within us, for us to share and experience, for us to cultivate and grow so that they blossom and produce fruit and also connect us to deep roots. And hope is that. Hope is the seed that creates tremendous roots. It's the seed that is so necessary before it can grow and before you'll see any blossoms and seeds and fruit. There's hope. And hope can only thrive where there is openness, where the ground is nourished and where there are nutrients so that it can be a fertile place for hope to expand. Now, the opposite of hope, of course, we see all around us. The cynicism, the sarcasm, that critical lens, the skepticism, the discouragement, the apathy. And all of those energies, when left on their own, are like weeds that can begin to suffocate a seed of hope. And just because a weed can grow fast and tall and big does not mean that that is true growth. True growth, spiritual growth, may not always be quick. It doesn't suck up all the space and the nutrients the way a weed will. Sometimes it may even be unnoticed. And yet, there's a beautiful power that creates a stability and a strength and a warmth that, when missing, absent of those spiritual ingredients, those spiritual fruits, that spiritual blossoming, when that is absent, you'll notice the weeds take over. There's just more abrasiveness, brashness. There's more trying to define who we are by pushing through, by stepping over and on top of this lovely energy called presence. And maybe you've done that. Maybe you've noticed where you've just decided that you had a picture in your mind, you knew what you wanted, and you're going to just go for it. And usually that's when our ego is driving the car. That's when our ego says, don't pull over, don't take the wheel from me, I've got this. And when I look back at my own life, I'm like, wow, my ego did a really good job of disguising itself as great guidance. It looked like it was getting the job done. It looked like, everything is fine. And also, as I look back and reflect on those times, those were the times when deep within me, there was momentum, but there wasn't really peace. There wasn't really peace, because when the ego drives, all that it tells us we need is more. More. That's the fuel of the ego. More. More what? More whatever. And usually more shallow things is what the ego will try to tell us. So hope is the contrast. It's gentle and powerful, and everything that we truly want to see grow begins as hope. Your beliefs, your truth, your deepest desires, minus the ego. That's where hope resides. And so, in a time where we are seeing spirit in the form of humanity forgetting that it's spirit, is when hope is so essential. And so my deepest hope for our world, that's a good little tongue twister or something there, our world, is that we come back to hope. We come back to those precious little moments through presence that are filled with the power to create great change, not in those magnanimous outward ways, but in the very subtle and still so powerful ways. You see, hope is so connected to the divine feminine energy. Some of you understand what I'm talking about when I say that. It's the energy of trust. It's the energy of surrender, there is power. It's the energy that also believes and desires highest, best good for all. Not for some, not for a preferential group. The divine feminine always wants to see the growth, the maturity, the cultivation, the expansion for all. And so for the divine feminine, a true victory is only a victory when there is a seed planted for all. And it may not be flashy. It may not, on first glance, appear strong, And yet there is a strength to endure, to persevere, to be resilient, to share, to be generous. A power that's evident through compassion and grace, without needing to jockey for a spot, for a position. Doesn't care about likes. It doesn't care about, how many people agreed with you, how many people tell you you're doing great. The divine feminine energy is fed from the inside out, and hope is so connected to it. And so, as I look at a time and a season where we see a devouring happening, people cutting down one another with words, with assumptions, with actions, with weapons, disregarding the softness of who we are, where there's a platform that disguises abrasiveness as courage, that diminishes true vulnerability, that mocks sensitivity and kindness. It is in this season that my deepest hope is that we come back to our truth. It's within you. And it's so essential that in this time, such as now, that you listen and make space to reconnect to the truth within you. When my sons were younger, it was in middle school that we would wake up and I would ask them to come into our bedroom, and we'd sit down on the floor with a candle in front of us and around a circle, and they would come in with their blankets or their comforters off their beds and draped over their heads, and they were tired because why are you asking us to come and sit on the floor with a candle when we need to be getting ready for school? And those moments were the times where we would, with my husband and myself, begin to share words of encouragement. We would begin to send our prayers and intentions and hopes for this world, sharing them with our words out into the atmosphere, quietly, sometimes just reconnecting with that light within us, the candle as a reminder of this beautiful light that we always have access to. And we would end each and every time with our gratitudes and our I ams. Some of you know what that is, like your I ams. And witnessing how that began to change the vibration and the frequency within us and around us. And as we grew in it, as we practiced it day after day, influencing every space, every encounter. That's the magnificent power within us, and it starts so subtly, so gently, just like those moments. And so as you, in the midst, and especially now, with so much going on that could keep you feeling hopeless, could distract you and make you feel small and powerless, that could have you feeling discouraged and cynical, angry, frustrated, wanting to retaliate and fight. Above all, I want you to remember to make space to reconnect with the light within you. You see, you don't need to follow what anyone else tells you to do. My biggest hope is that each of us would reconnect with and honor the light that's already within us. When you reconnect with that light, when you honor that light, that is the light that allows you to remember that you were here to be love. Not for some, not for a few. You're here to be love. You're here for restoration and reconciliation and forgiveness and healing. And let's talk about that. Restoration, reconciliation, forgiveness, healing. All of those only can exist when we let go of the low vibration of wanting recompense and revenge. It's a higher energy. You see, hope carries us to a higher place beyond the density that says, if you did this, then I'm going to do that. That's very low vibrational energy. And it only creates more of what we don't want. And it only has us focused on more of what we don't want. And as we focus on more of what we don't want, it recycles and grows bigger, more of what we don't want. More agitation, more tension, more discourse of conflict, and disintegrating and pulling apart and destroying this beautiful fragility of true life. And when you reconnect with the light within you, when you listen to that highest voice, that highest vibration of love and light, that divine presence within you, there's an elevation of energy, of thoughts, of words, and we begin to see beyond the veil, beyond that veil of us versus them, beyond the veil of others, beyond the veil of scarcity, beyond the veil of false examples of power. You see, real power is not in controlling and dominating and destroying. Real power is in restoring, healing, forgiving, comforting, sharing, being open, being vulnerable, listening with an open heart that is ready to see and perceive through the lens of oneness. And that's an elevated consciousness I'm talking about. An elevated consciousness with heart, with love, with spirit. And we're each already downloaded with all that we need. And it is up to us to choose to reconnect and listen to that still, quiet voice of truth, of light, of love. That is my deepest hope. Because I know that as each of us honors that seed of light, that same seed of light is the same seed of elevation, restoration, healing, and the way back home to oneness. We've been believing in a lie for far too long, the lie of separation, that we're separate from each other, that we're separate from this planet, that we're separate from this cosmos. And it's time for us to come home to the truth. And that truth is within you. You don't need to listen to anyone else. You simply need to honor that still, quiet, divine presence within you. And it is a practice. It is a deliberate choice to turn down the volume of all the noise that's around us, because that noise is an energy that begins to suck your bandwidth and your capacity to cultivate your seed of hope. So my deepest hope is that your hope, the divine hope in you, grows, that you cultivate it, that you take care of it, that you water it, that you let it expand, that you share, that you let yourself be seen for who you are, that you let your words honor the truth of who you are, that instead of being silent in the midst of words of division and despair and fear and hate and anger, that you let your hope grow so that you are able to be with your vibration and your presence, the light, the love, the grace, the flow, the gratitude, the gentleness, the kindness, the compassion, the wisdom, the joy, the peace, right here and right now. Those are the fruits, the energy that will transform and ascend and transcend and help us all move from that state of low vibration to a high consciousness of oneness and love and peace. Those are not fairy tales. Those are truth. It's a practice. It's a choice. It's an intention. And it begins with reconnecting inside out with who you are so that your hope grows. And I know that as your hope grows, as our hope grows, there is a transformed energy and space and atmosphere and presence that is unlimited. And it begins with each of us reconnecting, trusting, surrendering more in the inner picture than the outer one. So be mindful of what you're digesting, what you're eating, so that your ground is fertile for your seed of hope to take root and to grow and to elevate and to produce the fruit that is needed right now and for generations to come. We get to be the legacy that we want to see. That is my hope. And that's the hope that I already see within you. If you are interested in growing your hope, letting go of your weeds, deepening your spiritual practice, having support for your journey of coming back home to who you are, then reach out and let us know. I am honored to help whomever has the courage to begin to desire their hope to grow. That's what makes us so lovely and amazing. And it's already within you. It's already there. So I want to thank you for listening to this today. If it was helpful, if it encouraged you, share it. Like, subscribe, and most of all, keep practicing the gentleness. Keep being who you are. And know that I am so grateful for you, and I see you, and I thank you, beautiful soul. Thank you, beautiful soul, for remembering who we are and for making time and space to be with us today as you go forward on your journey to the known and unknown places. Continue to listen to your inner heart and honor your soul, because your answers are always within you. Please consider supporting us and spreading more light and love with this message by simply liking the video below, subscribing, and consider sharing as well. Most of all, take gentle care and breathe. We see you. We thank you, beautiful soul.